School District says that 7 classrooms at Pasadena Fundamental Elementary School remain closed as repairs to the air conditioning unit continues. Tonight, Pinellas County reporter Casey Albritton is in the community as families remember their beloved teacher.
Everybody wants their kindergartner to have a magical first experience in school, so it's been a little bit of a hard conversation and a hard transition. It's heartbreaking, honestly.
Catherine Pennington, a Pasadena Fundamental Elementary School teacher, was described by friends, family, and students as someone who could light up a room.
She was always in tie-dye, just very kind of bubbly and bright and artistic.
She was just the joy. I mean, all the teachers there are great, but I'm really glad we had her.
She died November 24th after testing positive for a bacteria that causes a rare disease called Legionnaires.
Just terrible that something like this can come in so quick and just sweep you away.
Legionnaires disease is a form of pneumonia. The bacteria that causes it can form in warm standing water, and people can breathe it in.
I think all the parents wanted to make sure that the air systems, the water systems were all free of mold.
The Pinellas County School District moved students from Building 4, where Pennington taught, to other classrooms on campus. The district says an environmental company has cleaned the building and the investigation is ongoing. District leaders tell us air quality samples were taken and submitted to a lab, and we are waiting on those results.
If the building is the culprit to that, then that would be extremely concerning, because she went home on a Thursday or Friday and it was 1 week. So, as a mom, you don't think anything about it. She just kept sending us emails like, hey, I've got a fever. We're just going to move all our conferences. And so it was only a matter of a few days.
Christine Tatum's son was in Pennington's classroom, and she hopes the school and health officials are thorough in their investigation.
We're just kind of riding it out until the beginning of the year, and we have faith that they'll take care of it. They'll do what has to be done.
I'm Pinellas County reporter Casey Albritton, ABC Action News.
Let's go deeper on this here tonight. Earlier, I spoke with Dr. Doug Ross, the CMO of Advent Health Tampa, about Legionnaires' disease. Here's a portion of our conversation. The fact that this teacher died is pretty alarming. I don't think people would think that it would go down like that. What are the symptoms that you would have, and is it always necessarily fatal, or is that pretty rare?
I wouldn't say it's rare, but it's for the patients who are most susceptible, which is what I spoke about before, which are older people greater than 50 or 60, smokers, patients with smoking history, both past and current smoking history, and people who are immunocompromised in some way. And the symptoms around it at first is really like, that's the thing. It's like a bad cold. You could have a headache. You can have, but you do get high fevers. And then later on, you can get a really bad coughing, obviously, because it affects the lungs. Even to the point of confusion. It seems like the incidence of Legionnaires disease is going up. And there are some recent reports about increasing incidences across the world, actually. It's not just a United States phenomenon.
Sounds like the big take-home message is pay attention to your AC system then. That's easy to do, at least.
That's right. I mean, you have these the cooling systems that do get condensation, and you need to not have standing water inside those condensers. Make sure that they are draining properly, but really, oftentimes it's in larger air conditioning systems rather than just a home system. It tends to be more in these cooling towers, which are more commercial in nature. So you can see it at a school where it's just cooling a lot of places. It's not common in a school because you're dealing with younger kids. I mean, that's the interesting thing, right? That's the fortunate thing potentially, is that the younger you are, you're more resilient from the Legionnaires' disease.